He called you a cowboy. What did he mean? What are you?
Just a humble bounty hunter, ma'am.
Yeah, DJ MAX 2004. This summer we just gonna do it like this. Come on. Bow wow. This how we do it like this, y'all. Come on. That's right. Just do it like this. JMAX 2004. This summer we just gonna do it right. Get on the keyboard, tap it just the way you want. We got drums, bass, funky G's. We're ready to play this masterpiece. Get ready to mix, get out of control. Like nasty beat on the microphone. Now feel this reality mentality. Just pass me the bottle of Hennessy. We got a little something for everybody. Get out of control like me and my music. Now move those fingers as fast as you can. Don't hesitate your natural feelings. Get on the keyboard, do it just the way you want. With my untouchable flow, I'll show you how to be deadly. Come on, come on. Rhythm macho, 호흡을 다듬고 애미와 사시자 makes me high. Tonight is the night, you got to be tight. 네 향한 내 맘을 보여줄게. Girl is alright, girl you just fine. 내 향해 다가갈게, just give me a chance. 어디든 어때, 내가 너 위해 달려갈게. 내 맘을 몰라주는 네가 나 답답해. It's logical, melodical, my sense is so emotional. Original, visual, rapperholics are beautiful. Girl you so sweet, like vanilla ice cream. 너를 원한다면 what you just scream. 미친듯이 내 이름을 불러도 돼. 미친듯이 네 사랑을 보여줘도 돼. 더 이상은 거리낌 없이 내맘 보여줄게 반드시. Come on, we just gotta just do it like this, yo. You know we just gotta do it like this, yo. Yeah, the groovy funky music makes me high. For sure, girl. Just makes me high. Oh, come on, come on, yeah. Everybody just get on the dance floor. Joe with me. It's getting hot in here. Bobby. Call me Bobby. Yeah. Yeah, DJ MAX 2004. This summer we just gonna do it like this. Come on. Bow wow. This how we do it like this, y'all. Come on. That's right. Just do it like this. JMAX 2004. This summer we just gonna do it right. Get on the keyboard, tap it just the way you want. We got drums, bass, funky G's. We're ready to play this masterpiece. Get ready to mix, get out of control. Like nasty beat on the microphone. Now feel this reality mentality. Just pass me the bottle of Hennessy. We got a little something for everybody. Get out of control like me and my music. Now move those fingers as fast as you can. Don't hesitate your natural feelings. Get on the keyboard, do it just the way you want. With my untouchable flow, I'll show you how to be deadly. Come on, come on. Hold on, groovy funky thing right here. Yeah. 틈에 맞춰 호흡을 다듬고 애미와 사시자 makes me high tonight is the night You've got to be tight 네 향한 내 맘을 보여줄게 Girl is alright Girl you just fine 내 향해 다가갈게 Just give me a chance 어디든 어때 내가 너 위해 달려갈게 내 맘을 몰라
Y'all can call them what you want, but in 1962, they were hoes. Bitch is a hoe. They know who they are. They brand themselves. Tattoo on the lower back. Tattoos on the arm, up the damn neck. Tattoo down the leg. That's the key to tell you that I'm a hoe. I sells pussy. 25 earrings in your ear. Titties full of earrings. What, you gonna put some keys on that motherfucker? If she go to work at 9, come home at 3 in the morning. That their secretary. Yeah, you a secretary. You better secretary on that fucking pole, bitch. Yee. Calluses on their hands. That's a hoe. And they're good with grabbing money. Tell her go get some groceries and she grab it like this. That bitch a hoe. She knows she been on the fucking strip. And you can tell the way they open their mouth and talk. Shit, I don't give a fuck. If you go into the store and you ask your woman, can I bring you something back? She said, yes. Bring me a half a gram of cocaine and a box of red wine. The bitch is a drunk and a fucking hoe. And anytime you toss your woman a fork and the bitch turn around and catch it with her ass, she's a hoochie. She can lie and say she ain't no hoochie. I went to Harvard. Okay, you're a Harvard hoe. Don't try to be nothing else. If you're a hoe, be a hoe. This is America. Do what you want with your fucking body. Don't bring that shit around me. I don't want no bitch with no butterfly on her fucking ass. I had one in 1962. This bitch named Chanel. Big tall bitch. She whooped my ass one day. Fuck that bitch.
Well, I tried to get myself. Good grief, man. I've been doing this for years, and you'd think I would know what I'm doing by now. Good grief. Good to see everybody here. 12 people in the MGTOW house tonight. We're over on the Rumble Dumble. No, the YouTube. Sorry. Man, I'm getting my words mixed up. We ain't gonna have no Rumble Dumble stream tonight. We're just gonna be over here on YouTube, and we'll hang out here for the remainder of the evening. Hope everybody enjoys it over here tonight. Honeycomb, good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Hit that like button, you bigots. Marriage is a failed technology. Yes, it is. Traditional marriage is a lie. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Women think they deserve an alpha when she wants one, a leader when she allows, and a partner that she can boss around. Hard pass. And by the judge of things, men have gotten the message. R.E. Marriage is a trap. Yeah, we're going to take a look at that tonight. I found a video here that I think we'll see how she goes. She's going to give us her opinion on traditional marriage being a trap. I don't know. We'll see. Doug Edwards, good to see you, man. All's well with you. MGTOW Phoenix coming on in here. Give you that 11 herbs and spices. Oh, yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Let's get on down here real quick. Adrian Blantz, good to see you, my brother. Hope all's well with you. Is Outlaw running late, or is it 6 on another time zone? No, me and Johnny Midnight were reviewing some material over on Discord before I came over here. And I was trying to hurry up and get over here where we could get the stream in tonight. So I do apologize. It's on me. It's on me, gents. I'm sorry. It's on me. C. Jones, good to see you. Good to see you. Could be a YouTube issue. Not sure. He started programming a time to give us a warning notification. Not sure he meant by prompt or not. Could just be an accident. Misanthrope, good to see you. Good to see you. Hope all's well with you. Late and no shoes. Shut up. Shut the hell up, Phoenix. Zach Bowen, good to see you. What up, y'all? I can't stay long. I got to clear some overgrown in a little bit. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming on out tonight. Mr. Johnny Midnight. Just the man I was talking to before we came over here. Good to see you, man. Rexus, good to see you. You was over there as well. Hope all's well with all of you. Enjoying that theme song that I was playing a while ago. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a song Hikami showed me on, I can't remember what that game's called. It's like a anime music. Kind of like, it's sort of kind of like Guitar Hero, I don't know what it's called, but it's got all kinds of good anime music on it, and I got that song from that over there. And it's a really good song. I like it. I think it works. I hope it works. I like to think it works, but you guys be the judge of that. Sounds like 90s R&B. It does, don't it? It does. Arvero, good evening, gents. Good to see you, brother. All's well with you. Jump on down here. See what all's going on down here in the chat. There's Mr. Riggs. Mr. Riggs likes his funkified version.
You got this whole damn place stinking up like shit.
Riggs Jr. likes his original 11 herbs and spices with a little hot sauce on it, if you know what I mean. Mr. Big Angry Phil, great stream last night as always, man. Had a lot of fun last night, of course, with Batty Commander, everybody coming on in there. Balls, Green Dead. Yeah, he's got a lot of funny shit on there, don't he? C. Jones, Craig's dad. Yep. Aloha snack bar took me so off guard yesterday. It's bad when they have calluses on their punitis. Oh God, Johnny. C. Jones, every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, eating all the chitlins, all the pig's feet, all the hog maws. I love chitlins. I want some of the pig's feet. You ate on my biscuits with that gravy. Stop it over there, all that gravy I like. That shit's hilarious, man. I'll give you another one. Here, I'll give you another shot of it. Hold up.
Can you quit? Can you quit? There's not a dick on earth that can make it fit.
Oh, yeah. 11 herbs and spices. Some people like it with a little hot sauce on it. Hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Godfather Ramadi, good to see you. We'll play your kid-friendly version since we are on YouTube.
Everyone does it. Now you can do it too. Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Shut up. Shut the hole in your face. Like that. You can do it. Shh. Shut up. And shut the fuck up.
That's how you get on without who dares wins then. Very good.
Shut your fucking mouth!
No problem, Charlie.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Scotty toe shot. Oh God. That alone is still creepy, man. It's all a man's fault. Where? I knew it. Where? No shoes, no shirt, no service. You can send these tunes to the cabaret. You can send those tunes to the cabaret club in my profile pic. Yeah. We'll get you hooked up there. Well, I smoke ciggies and drink caffeine. But other than that, seems to be a common complaint, Ari. It's always a man's fault. Where? It's a man's fault. Where? DJ Max Outlaw. Yeah. Something smells like fish and it ain't a cod. I got a free snowblower and the points are shot. My fault. It's a little rainy outside. It's my fault again. It's all right, brother. I had to sleep, so I had to miss it, Phil. All the mac and cheese, pig feet. You're going to make me hungry with all this food talk. Steve Sanchez, good to see you, brother. I all's well with you. Shut up, man. Retarded Dwarf, hello, sir. Good to see you. Done need nothing. A dim mud flap, callous mane. Them drapes done been worn out, man. I bring up Taco Bell and everyone is talking about it tonight. Bader Meinhof effect. I see what you did there. I'm not strong. Where? Oh no, where? Man ain't strong. Where? It's not your fault. Baked mac and cheese is life changing. All right. We're caught up tonight in the chats. Let's get this video up here, see what we can do, see if we can knock a dent in it. And I'm just gonna roll with it. Let's see what we can do with it tonight here. Oh, gotta go through. I go through the. All right, ads and whatnot. All right, she is telling you that a traditional relationship. If you're a guy, she's telling you if you want a traditional relationship, that's a red flag. That's a red pill trap. What kind of reasoning is that? I want to hear what she's got to say. C. Jones, I live close to where they shot most of Fast Times, Van Nuys High School, and the Sherman Oaks Galleria Mall. Not a dick on earth can make it fit. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Why is it a trap, ma'am?
Relationship. Okay, what do you mean by that? I like traditional gender roles. Okay, well, what do you mean by that? I like to be in my pink and him be blue.
I want a woman that's, feminine, which obviously you are, but somewhat submissive.
Wait, are you sure that's the right word? What is going on here? There's been a lot of chatter about people wanting to have a traditional relationship. Women wanting to be able to lean into their soft pink by being with a masculine blue man. Men looking for Pilates girls, like I talked about last time. Traditional girls. But what do people really mean when they say that they want to have a traditional relationship? Because I think you're going to find that there's two different versions happening here. Are we talking about splitting gender roles in terms of a household, like he does the more masculine coded stuff and she does the more feminine coded stuff? Because that can work for a number of people, splitting chores by what works for each person's different preferences.
That comes up every single time I hear people talk about modern relationships, splitting up the chores. Why does it matter who does what? Who cares if a woman takes the trash out? Who cares if a man goes and gets just do it. If you see something needing to be done, like today, I got in here in the kitchen, I cleaned up as best I could, took some trash out, we did all those things. Why do you need to be asked? Why do you need to be somebody that's asked? Would you please take the trash out? Would you do this, ma'am? Why? That's outlaw. Are you saying that I'm this chick, Riggs? What the hell? What the hell are you talking about? Why can't you just take initiative and do things around the house just because it's got to be done? Why has it got to be an ego thing? Why has it got to be a competition? Just do it. Let me spray some bullshit spray because I feel like we're going to get into this a little bit more hard and heavy. Let's go.
Preferences and skill sets, that can absolutely work. There's no problem with that. We definitely fall into more traditional patterns here because, trust me, if I had to eat his cooking, I would not be having a fun time. Whereas from all of the digging which I've been doing and from my personal experience, when women say that they want to have a traditional relationship, they're looking for a man who's loyal, provides security financially and in other ways. A man who's ambitious and who, for lack of a better phrase, takes care of her. And
yeah, but here's the thing. You're a grown-ass adult in 2026. Why do you need a man to take care of you? Why is that still something that women need in 2026? You say you can do all these things. You say you want to do, you want to own property. You want to. Why do you still need that? Why? I thought women could do it all by themselves. I've said it before. I'll say it again for good measure, gents. If they can do everything you can do, if they're given the opportunity to do everything you can under the law, what do they need you anymore for? Almost like it was by design. I don't know.
Kids, if they have them, and someone who will be with her till death do us part. Yes, it is benevolent sexism, but it's a far cry from what these bros are talking about when they say they want to have a traditional relationship. There's something sinister hiding here, and the science has just come out to prove it. What has happened to traditional relationships, and what do people really mean when they say that they want to be in one? Once again, we are tuned into, are the straights okay? Patrons are the ones that voted for this video, so don't forget to thank them down below, and they already have the extended and uncensored cut of it.
If the person across from me today embraces woke culture, we'll have a problem.
Thank God.
Married at First Sight Australia gives us the perfect case study. I have briefly brought up Tyson, the Australian.
No. What's wrong with that? That's his preference. You don't get a say in that. That's his preference. If you don't like it, move on. Move on. You can't control what these men want, ma'am. Move on. That's what he wants. You got to upgrade to bullshit repellent or something because that spray hasn't worked for shit. Sounds like it.
Who adores Trump. Yes, that's true. We even have them here, like I've talked about before.
I don't want a woman with a high body count. That's another huge red flag. It tells me that she's probably got daddy issues.
There was a lot of backlash from the public by him.
Yeah. And again, where's the lie there? Where is the lie there? I mean, again, I don't want a woman with a high body count. Never did. I don't need you having sexual experience with hundreds of guys out here or women, whatever you are into these days. And you don't even know if it's really just guys or women at this point. You don't know if they're into animals or whatever. Why is that such a controversial statement? Because to the women that have done these things, there's no way for them to compete against that. They can't magically reverse all of that experience they have in the bedroom. They can't magically undo all those diseases they've got. They can't magically reverse the hands of time and go back to being a virgin again. You cannot compete with a man who wants these things that's still possibly either a virgin or, you would like to think. But again, there's a lot of men that are complacent in this too. It happens. Dog pill Israel. Yeah. Trump, where? Come on, outlaw. You know you do it. You know you don't get to have a preference. Oh, I know.
Having someone with his kind of views actually get a platform on TV. However, he is definitely not alone with his thoughts. He says that he wants to have a traditional relationship, but what he actually wants is someone who is younger, who will pop out as many children as he wants, preferably sons.
And then you want them to go to the army.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be not the girl.
Again, what does that matter? That's his preference. Why are you so hot and bothered by it? What about this hurts your feelings, ma'am? If he wants that, he wants that. If you're not able to provide that for him or for some other reason, then get the fuck on down the road. What he's asking for is not a bad thing. I mean, again, are there men out there that would like to have daughters? Sure, there are. But if they want sons, that's typically because they want to carry on their legacy. They want their legacy passed down to future generations. Because newsflash, we're not all going to live forever. Every one of us here is going to die at some point eventually. It'd be nice to pass along those genes, don't you think? And some people would love to do that. So I hope the new channel treats you well. Oh, Frost is in here? What's going on, Mr. Frost? Good to see you, brother. Hope all's well with you. Yeah, I heard about that that little mishap you had, man. They're coming down on us hard.
No.
And with him not being involved at all in the parenting of them.
How can it be? It's only this big. Trust you reckon it'd be easy to execute.
Ma'am, going to work to do however long a job a day he has to do, 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever it is. it's almost like he has to do that in order for y'all to live and survive and eat. You know, when he gets home, he's not instantly ready to snap back into working and doing things. Give him a little bit of time. Let him sit down and relax, for fuck's sakes. Just because he goes to work, you know, and comes home and doesn't want to change a diaper does not mean he's lazy and entitled. You people are fucking ridiculous. Again, go back to what I said earlier. If you see it and you could take initiative, take initiative. That you see, there's a part of you that has to come from an understanding as well as he does. You see, you have some understanding that you need to do with this as well. It sounds to me like you're the one that's not wanting to do your part in the relationship from it. Of course, I know what they'll say. Oh, with outlaw, you're just not seeing it from a woman's point of view. Where?
Do you want to be house husband?
Hell no. You may as well ask me if I want to wear a skirt around the house.
Someone who feeds him, looks after the house, and never ever questions his authority. There's a number of women wanting this.
Yeah, because they should.
As well. Hell, the woman that he got paired with, Stephanie, supports Trump.
Don't come at me with your woke.
Oh no, a woman that supports Trump. Oh no, whatever will we do? Oh no, even if she happens to be factually incorrect about things, if that's the case, God forbid she thinks for herself. Oh no, she can't even spell initiative. Phil, don't forget the Beach Valley move. Porn. Pom Pom Girls, I only know of that one because of the 12 movie set I have. I didn't see it before. I'm not a gyno-fascist. I think like a man with a male perspective. Australia is full of feminists.
I think it's all gone too far. It's all good. We're all equal. We're all playing our part. We're all doing our best. Taking something like Trump to come in and be like, we're putting a stop to this.
So this should be a match made in heaven, right? However, we see her learn in real time that the things that she values and holds close to her heart are not traditional. She has gay friends, enjoys her independence, enjoys her own agency, loves her job. She even talks back to Tyson, incredulously saying,
Don't live in the bloody 1960s anymore.
You want a traditional relationship, and you said woke has gone too far.
I think there's nothing better than like a woman that's, you know,
Willing
submissive.
to take a backseat to your life.
That's no. That is not what that means, ma'am. That is not what that means. Again, here's the thing. If you're not willing to do that for him, are you willing to do that for Chad and Tyrone, bro? Are you willing to take, as you call it, take a backseat? That's nobody's saying that about you but you, by the way. Only you is saying that about yourself. He didn't say it. You did. And you're sitting there saying, yuck. Because you're reaching. You're trying to automatically conclude what you thought he said about the situation at hand. That ain't what he said. That's what you think about it. You're inserting your own thoughts. No. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
He gets angry at Stephanie for not submitting to him and calling her masculine because of this.
You like to be the gentleman and, you know, provide for a woman, yet you wouldn't be prepared to like offer me like the bed, and you're saying, well, you could sleep on the couch too. Like,
Or should she come across with an attitude?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Who in the fuck do you think you are? Who needs this? Seriously, if this is how somebody thinks, who needs you? No man needs this in his life. Ever. I don't need women who think like this in my life, ever. I don't want women like this in my life ever. But gentlemen, when the laws say that she's equal to you, when the law gives her every opportunity to go make money and live on her own and have all the things that she wants like you can, that upsets the balance and dynamics of traditional relationships, cohabitation. Well, traditional relationships and marriage, not cohabitation. Those laws, those people enforcing the laws have upset the biology, the balance between men and women's relationship agreement. And it's for the simple fact that now women can go to work, not just men. That upset a lot of things people didn't really pay attention to back when it was happening back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, what have you. That now we're just beginning to see the fallout of with whole generations growing up in this, seeing this now, which is where a lot of this is starting to snowball and get a lot worse, you see. Ma'am, if I'm paying for a bed, I'm sleeping in a bed. I'm pretty sure that there's not going to ever come a point where I'm going to be like, nah, you can have the bed, sweetie, all to yourself. Go fuck yourself. If you feel like that, you don't love me to begin with. If you feel that way about me, to tell me to give up the bed for you, just so you can be by yourself and get away from me in my own house, which is what that is. You like being taken care of. You like having a roof over your head. You just don't like the person you're in the house with. And so you want your space away from him, which is what a lot of these women are doing. No, fuck you. You can go fuck yourself and use somebody else like a leech. You can go suck blood out of somebody else. You're worthless. Especially if you're past baby making age, you're worthless. What else are you good for? I'm going to sit there and take orders from you in a house that I'm paying for and I'm working hard for? No, get the fuck out. No, sir. No. No, will not happen. Will not happen. You ain't gonna sit there and kick me out of my own bed. That is not going to happen.
Like, oh, I'm taking the bed, like you're having the couch. Like, once again, masculine energy.
So you see the chasm that's forming and the different ideas about what a traditional relationship is meant to be.
I'm looking for a I'm looking for a submissive
You're looking
woman.
for someone who's just going to bow down at your feet and treat you.
No, you goofy motherfucker. That is not what that means. A traditional marriage is two people. Now, I know people don't like the word of God here. I know people don't want to hear that. But this is what it is. A traditional marriage in the sight of God is two people coming together in God's will, being married, being on the same page. And it don't matter what you have to do to keep the house going. You do it regardless of what the other one does or not. You just do it. You get in God's will and you do what God asks of both of your lives to do. This traditional marriage stuff is, I'm afraid some people don't understand it on the male side either. Some people don't, in my opinion. She could sleep in the shed, and that is still too good for you. Yeah.
You like a king?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay, so what does submissive look like to you then?
The opposite of you. A submissive woman would be someone that's really easygoing and sweet to talk to. Someone that wants to cook for me, not constantly trying to compete against me.
But here is the thing. Here is the thing. Here is the thing. In the modern day and age that we live in, that's almost next to impossible at this point. Not because of anything you've done, because of what the people that write the laws have done to both of us. They've enabled women to be able to go out here and do the exact same thing men can do. To own the exact same things men can own. Have their own bank account, sign for their own stuff. Eliminating the need for men altogether in the equation. But again, like I've told you so many times, that traditionalism, that biology to want to be naturally submissive never changed. The way that the laws interpret it have changed. Her biology never changed, which is why there's an internal conflict going on right now of seeing a bunch of these women out here still wanting to be, naturally submissive, but yet too prideful to admit it. They want to be choked out. They want to be, slapped and kicked. They want to be abused, but yet they like it. And so they can't help but have their submissiveness come out and manifest itself in different ways than just giving in. Nature of man, nature of woman will never change. The laws that interpret it will change. Men and women's nature will never change. And they can't help but be submissive. They want to be selectively submissive to the men they want to be selectively submissive to. But the thing is, it's men that most every other woman wants for damn near the same reason. The Chad Tyrones got all the goods, right? Except for the actual endurance, the longevity. This is what it is, gents. Old Sugar Bear here is she's trying her best to excuse it, but it ain't working.
Really appreciate how Mel called him out on the couches here.
You're saying, I want to be with someone who will lie down, give up their rights, not try to have their needs met.
No, ma'am, listen to me. Listen to me. If you are, I'm going to say this slowly for everyone in the back. You ready for this? If you are under my roof, I don't give a damn how you interpret it. If you are under my roof, okay? If you're under my roof, if you're eating my groceries, your needs have already been taken care of. You see, your physical needs. When you start getting into the emotional bullshit and the, all that other stuff, ma'am, that is up to you to communicate. We're not here to play games. We're adults. Playing games is for the playground. Back when you were in kindergarten. This ain't the time. When you get into a situation, a relationship, this ain't the time to be playing games like you're still in kindergarten. Okay? You're not calling this man out on anything, and you're just not cooking like you think you are. You're not making the point you think you are. But go ahead, go off.
Who will make the relationship all about you and your needs.
I'm not saying that.
Well, you are.
Because yes, that is.
No. No, he's not. No, he's not. Ma'am, that's you adding details and gaslighting him into things that was never said. Right? That's something they're good at. That's something that they like to do, is add details to things that was never there in the first place, that was never said. And then it changes the whole conversation into something different that it was never intended to be. That's disingenuous. And again, if they're unwillingly doing this, then they're just retarded. But if they're willingly trying to take this conversation in a different direction, then they're being intellectually disingenuous. Disingenuous. I don't know what the word is. You know what I'm talking about. This is why men should avoid therapy. Strong man argument. She's putting words in his mouth. Yeah. What the fuck is this?
That's exactly what he wants.
What word would you use?
But here's the thing. But further here. In 2026, it is not unreasonable to want this. However, when you look at the culture around you, when you look at the structure of the system around you, right? Men, you got to understand that because of what the government did by allowing them to go to work to make their own living, they basically gave women the option out, the opt-out card. They don't have to fill that role anymore because of what the government gave them to go out here and do in the form of laws. Like I said, people's biology, people's submissive and dominant biology is still coming out and still trying to manifest itself in this system, trying to navigate the way that these laws have been written up around it. And this where a lot of this double-mindedness and confusion and all this is coming from, because people can't seem to get in line with their biology and just go with it. No, we've got to listen to people who write laws and says, no, you can't do that, or yeah, you could do that. Crazy. Have fun. I'm going back to sleep. Yep. All right. We'll see you on the other side. So what do? Men still wants what men 40, 50, 60 years ago had in modern times, but the women in modern times have changed. The biology didn't. The women themselves did. The laws changed. It's socially unacceptable to want to talk about this out loud anymore and want these things, because so many people have been programmed in other directions away from it. Ignore your biology. Ignore, what you want deep down. And so when that happens, when you push that biology deep down, it's going to manifest in other ways. And that's where a lot of the choking and the slapping and punching and the abuse and torture that these women like, the dominatrixes, stuff like that, that's where a lot of that comes from. It manifests in other ways when you can't just let it go. Shut up, Briggs. Shut up, Briggs. All right.
Well, are you saying that you want to be with someone who doesn't challenge you?
Essentially.
He tries to frame it under traditional values to make it softer.
You're behaving as though you should not be.
Listen to me, StreamYard, catch up here for a second. Let's let StreamYard catch up here for a second. I don't know why it's doing that. Look, a man is trying to manifest his biology in the relationship just like the woman is. The problem is people have been so conditioned to think that they're equal on the same playing field through programming, through quote unquote education. They're confused as to why they still want to be dominated and still want to be submissive. It is what it is. And these women are sitting here being turned off by it because they're products of their environment. They're products of the modern society where women have been taught to want it all and to be able to go do it all, right? By the way, ironically enough, it took men to give them that liberty, by the way. There's irony right there. Women didn't take that liberty and go do it on their own. I know that these women like to believe that all their little protests and marches back in the 70s and 80s, I like to believe that they think in their heart of hearts that they really took what they wanted. But if it's always, go by feminist logic here for a second, illogic. If according to them, men have always been in control of the world, if this is a man's world according to them, and they were given all these privileges under the laws and all these provisions written under the law, then who gave it to them? Did women do that? Well, I thought men were always in control of the culture. Meaning men liberated you to the point to where you're at in the laws already anyway. And then you got these silly ass women out here saying, I don't need men. I don't need none of you men. It literally took men to liberate you under the law to get to where you're at now, to do the things you're doing now. It was weak ass Simpson office giving in. Yes. I can't do that. LOL, using female logic. Oh, trust me, I can't either.
Challenged. You should only be the one with the right to challenge her.
Also, rest in peace, Mel. She was battling cancer during the filming of this last season, and I'm so sorry that she had to deal with Muppets like him. But the thing is that Stephanie ticks most of his...
Oh, boo-hoo. Shut the fuck up. Ain't none of you women strong and independent. Shut up.
boxes, except for the fact that she was older and had a mind of her own. And one of the experts, John, raises that.
Look, if you got a mind of your own, big fucking deal. How does that solve your biology needs? How does that solve you wanting to be a nurturing mother in someone's family? Big fucking whoop. So you can think for yourself. That's called being a human being. And last I checked, nobody told you couldn't do that, ma'am. You do that naturally already on your own when you get of age. Women automatically think, I know that's a loaded statement coming from a guy with outlaw in his name carrying guns around. I know. But again, to a degree, yes, they do think on their own when they get old enough. They're not vegetable brains. They're not, they're not people who have to have somebody around them 24/7, living with them for special needs or whatnot. These women do think for themselves to a degree. Logically, smartly, you be the judge of that.
You're a very hard person to match.
Really?
Yes.
Looks like someone has to eat a bit of humble pie. And it gets brought up that he should...
With who? Half of you broads act like Chad and Tyrone's the only option. You dress like Chad and Tyrone's the only option. Be honest, none of you are attracted to him in the first place. But I bet you if he had money, you would be, wouldn't you? Uh-huh. You've done sized him up. See, the thing about it is, all these women have already sized him up when they first saw him. You got money? No. Do you look good to me? Am I attracted to you? No. Wonder what size your dick is. I guarantee on every one of their minds right now, that's one of the last things left on their mind is, well, is he good in bed? And once they find out whether he is or isn't, that's pretty much a wrap for you, Hoss, with these women. You don't need these worthless parasites. Now, this ain't every woman, but there's a good number of women out here that act just like this, dress just like this, look just like this, talk just like this. That's having an influence on the younger female generations. It's okay, sugar tits. You can go out here and get whatever you want. Use your body, right?
Just find a girl in church. And this is where my spidey senses were tingling because this dude has been married before. But guess where he found her? In Utah.
This girl in Utah got married. She came to Australia to live, but she was a little bit messy around the house, and there's a few other things. We couldn't stand to live with each other, which I think was a year. And then we got divorced.
I felt like Alyssa Grenfell because he's literally describing the perfect Mormon girl in terms of what he wants a woman to be. It's a submissive wife, which has not only been promoted by Mormonism becoming more popular thanks to the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and a lot of people getting exposed to this sort of way of thinking, but also the manosphere. And of course, trad wives. He even says that he's happy for her to make content at home, but he's the boss of...
Oh no, make content at home. Oh, there's your flag right there. Throw a red flag on the play. Making what type of content? For who? What's that Mormon girl doing? Perhaps he was just her way out of the Mormon lifestyle? Maybe?
Of the house. Whilst they're a perfect case study, this is part of a much broader phenomenon, with this image of this soft life being sold by all of these tech bros, these manosphere bros, and also trad wives themselves, and people who don't even realize that they're falling down this right-wing pipeline. I love...
Oh, there it is.
Welcome to Suno V5.5. This is
I love feeling pink. I want to meet someone
Nope, there it is. There it is. There it is. It's the manosphere's fault. Wee, wee, wee. By the way, this is a new phenomenon apparently where women like to feel pink. What did I tell you a while ago? They're trying to find ways to manifest their femininity, their submissiveness, without having to submit that femininity to someone. They just need to feel it. They just need to embrace it, right? Double-mindedness, confusion. Why do you need to feel pink? Why do you need to feel feminine? Why do you need to feel submissive and nurturing? Why do you need to feel all of these things? I thought you were all, feminists. I thought you didn't like that stuff. Because, gentlemen, it's all about calibration. It's all about them submitting and nurturing one of those Chad and Tyrone brothers, the men that they're attracted to, that's got the whole thing: money, looks, dick size, status. They don't want what the average man out here is, even though they're helping raise those types of men. They're the ones doing it because there's a lot of single mothers out here raising, quote unquote, quoting, raising children out here. But this is what it is. And so at some point that inner femininity has got to manifest itself. And this is how they do it. This is how they do it. That biology never changed. It's just the whole crux of the argument is, even though she feels entitled, even though she's egotistical, egocentric, narcissistic, she can't make the people she wants to be attracted to. She can't make those people get with her. That's the only thing stopping these types of people. Same with men. You can't force people to get with you. Just because you like somebody, just because you find somebody attractive, you can't force them to be with you, to be a part of you. And so because you can't do that, because you know that would be a violation of feminism, right? That's just all it is. That biology's got to come out of them somewhere. That submissiveness, that fertility, that femininity. But here's the thing: a lot of them doing this was probably past their prime. Got to make sure I still got it and all. Yeah. I've got more femininity in those 8 waifus in my picture than she does in her real life body.
that's blue. That is my mission. I want to find the blue to my pink.
Now, I understand feeling unlovable and feeling like you are unworthy of love, and then meeting someone who actually does love you for who you are and how much joy and happiness that can bring to you, and being in healthy relationships. I have got nothing against that. I married the person who made me feel like that. We've been together for 13 years now. Being able to feel safe.
Oh, you mean a cuck? Oh, you mean a cuck that you make sleep on the couch when you want to have some alone time in the bed, sleep by yourself? Is that how it is? Because you know what I would call you, man? You know what I'd call you?
Thank you for calling.
Use a bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass. Use a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, rock with me, Robin.
A point I want to bring to your attention. She's saying the manosphere all want a submissive woman, but there's MGTOW who basically want to be left alone. Yeah, exactly, exactamundo. Yeah, you've got MGTOW monks. You've got MGTOW monks who sits back and has pretty much washed their hands of all of this. You know, waiting for a lot of these men to realize that, you know, eventually you're going to probably come to the same conclusion we did about these crazy broads. And that's just going to be the end of it. A lot of MGTOW men ain't looking anyway. But yeah, we get lumped into the manosphere. I hate that word. I actually have got to where I don't like that word. Sounds like a ride at the amusement park because it's Clown World. It is an amusement park ride in Clown World. Manosphere. Get on the manosphere. Spin to your heart's content. Vomit. Ride the manosphere. Yeah, that sounds. That's why I don't use that word anymore.
We are all here for healthy relationships. As this TikTok says, a girl starts to like pink again when she's been loved properly. And as a commenter said, I started loving pink the moment I started loving myself.
And I actually started to heal from a lot of things. The color pink started to really like stand out to me to the point where like I wanted to wear pink clothes. I wanted to get pink accessories.
I think that the healing stuff is very important and good. They say when a woman starts liking pink again, she is healing. The I hate pink phase was never about the color. And the important word to note here is again, as in she already liked it, but then made herself not like it in order to fit into the sort of ideal that she thought she had to. And of course, not everyone.
No, ma'am. Because I hear a lot of you dumb people say this all the time. Who is forcing these women to do anything? That's punishable under the law, ma'am. Nobody is forcing women out here to do anything. We're not forcing a woman to do any of this. If she does this, it will be of her own accord. Nobody is forcing these women to do any of this. If she's following along with people, don't she have a choice in that? Don't she have a choice to say, no, I don't want to follow the crowd? See, here's the part where a lot of them forget. See, when you live in fantasy land, the rules of reality go out the window and you forget that there's rules to reality. Don't you forget? Don't all of you feminists forget that you always have a choice in matters? You have a choice. You can choose not to follow what people tell you. I hear you people say it all the time. You can unlearn what you've learned. You can unlearn what you've learned. Apply that logic to yourself. Can't you unlearn what people are teaching you? Can't you undo all of that? Can't you go in another direction with your choices? You know you are forcing them to be alone. Just saying, yeah. Sure am. I must have so much power over these people's lives that I just don't even realize it. And by the way, if people have power over you, ma'am, it's because you've given it to them. You've submissively given it to them. But then again, that is your nature. That is your female nature in a nutshell, is to be submissive, to fall for things, to be gullible for things. I mean, again, it's a problem to a T. Just saying. You get in trouble all the time blaming other people for shit that you got in trouble doing. Can't take responsibility for yourself. Men don't have power over you unless you give it to them. So where do you give men the power to do this stuff at? Where you spend money, where you go, the people you hang out with, the education, all this stuff. You submit to it. You give in to it. You go along with it because you don't want to be isolated by the group, because it's what everybody does. Almost because human nature dictates that men are masculine and women are feminine. And that's been the order of operations for millennia. And people go along with that because that's our nature. But see, you're fighting your nature. You feminist women, cuntbags, you're fighting your nature. You're fighting the very thing that you want to be happy with. You choose to fight against nature. You choose to fight against what the cards dealt you. You don't like yourself. You don't like your body. You don't like nature or God, whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in. Wonder why that is. Everybody else's fault but your own, huh? Yeah.
Is healed and suddenly gets transformed into liking girly things because, hey, everybody's different. The thing that made me like pink again was letting go of my internalized misogyny, because I was taught that girly things were stupid, vapid, slutty. I had a lot of internal...
By who? By who? By who? Who told you these things? Who are you listening to tell you these things? Men that you deem attractive were telling you those things and you followed it because you're submissive to them? What was it, ma'am? Were you following behind men that you deemed attractive, telling you that pink was a girly color and shit like that, so you believed them because you wanted to get in their pants? You accepted everything said to you by them because you were attracted to them? Because all logic went out the window when you started pussy thinking? For men, dick thinking. For women, pussy thinking. Same with men. Some of your logic goes out the window when you dick think. Women, you're no different. You start pussy thinking, yeah, your logic's going to go out the window too if you have any. Who were their names? What were these men's names that you were attracted to that told you pink was a sissy color and you believed them because you wanted to get in their pants? Did your family tell you that? Who are these people in your life that had validity to tell you these things and you followed them?
Analyze misogyny to unpack, and Tara Mooney's video about tomboys.
By the way, that's not misogyny. That's not misogyny. That's misandry. So you need to understand the words and definitions of words. Misogyny is men against women. What you're talking about is misandry.
Really dives into all aspects of this super well. Got it linked for you down below. However, it's been twisted since the trend originally started to being with a man and him putting her into her rightful role. He loved me so hard I became feminine. I hate pink, but then I met the right man. When he is so blue that I can be the babyest pink. These are two very different things. You liking the stuff that you like because you genuinely enjoy it, and being transformed by being with a man, meaning that you fall into the correct feminine role. You see how sneaky these things are when...
Ma'am. That biology don't lie. You have a very hateful vendetta against men. You can't allow yourself to be submissive. Johnny, nobody really knows what this hoe is talking about. Nobody knows. So I want y'all to bow your unworthy heads, because we're going to pray for this hoe. And we're going to hope that something slaps her back into reality.
Let us pray the pimp's prayer. Lord, please pray for the soul of this bitch and guide my pimp hand and make it strong, Lord, so that she might learn a hoe's place. Amen.
Amen. Yeah.
Did you feel the smack? Did you feel the power of God enter into that heathen's body? Bam. They're becoming submissive and feminine because it's in their biology, their nature, to do that with these men. Who hurt you? Who told you no that you were attracted to and never thought you'd get over him? Who did you wrong, ma'am? And I don't even have to go to therapy to know that that's what's happening here. I don't have to go to some psychiatrist, some psychologist and sit down and listen to you gavel on about your shortcomings, and probably coming short on top of him. I'm just saying. Shut up, Riggs. What was his name? What kind of psychological and traumatic damage did he do to you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? They imprint on these people. I'm telling you, gents, they always do.
The right quote something that's really wholesome to then start peddling their own messages instead. Because then men got involved.
Ma'am. If their femininity, if their submissiveness lines up with what he's saying to her, the same as it would for her doing it on her own, do the math. Do the math. If his ideas for her and her submissiveness and femininity line up and are the exact same thing, she has no problem doing that. Are you sure it's those men that are the problem in what they're saying? I think it's cute that your denial is so wide and so strong with you, ma'am, that you just can't seem to build a bridge over that denial and get over it. Raw, you know what else is pink?
Can you quit? Can you quit? There's not a tickle that can make it fit.
The only place where you will find the original 11 herbs and spices Canyon Clit recipe right here on the MGTOW Outlaw channel every day around the exact same time. Now let's get back to Shawty here.
Involved in the trend. POV, you're 6 months out from helping her like the color pink again, whilst he's doing very traditionally masculine things. Lifting weights at the gym, driving, got a black eye, fell off a rodeo horse. Oh, and coming home from work.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Feminism, this feminist nonsense disappears when she finds somebody to fuck her. Have you ever noticed how people in feminism are usually ugly motherfuckers? You ever noticed how a lot of these women in feminism are unattractive? Yet some of them could get men if they would actually put forth a little bit of effort and clean up and try to smell right and look a little bit better. Feminism, it's funny to me, it always has been, it always will be. When a woman finds somebody that makes her gush like that, as a feminist, that feminism disappears overnight. It's just like with MGTOW men here, just like with red pillars. The instant that a man finds that woman that gives him and hits it just right, gives him that right pussy, it's amazing to me how quickly he turns on everything that was said here. Ain't that right, Mr. Red Pill Rhino? Ain't that right, Mr. Okie Drummer? Ain't that right, all you other guys out there that have found women and have had sex with them, and suddenly everything said about Red Pill and MGTOW was suddenly, it just went in the garbage. Yeah, funny how that works, isn't it? Funny how that works, isn't it? We're all about MGTOW. We're all about Red Pill as long as there's no women around. You start sniffing poon, you get a little taste of it. Put it on your dick. Get your dick a little wet. You go back to that plantation. Suddenly, everything that was said here becomes a foreign Spanish class to you. Everything you were taught, you forgot suddenly. And look, I don't have any ill will towards any of those guys that I just named. No ill will whatsoever. But there's no sense in being a part of this, having what you wanted, and then just suddenly now that the whole thing is trash. The philosophy wasn't incorrect. I told you yesterday, I'll tell you again. The philosophy ain't wrong because you can't live up to it. The men here that goes and gets women and has a family, and God, for their sake, I hope it works out. I hope with all my heart it works out for you, brother, because the last thing I want to see is another man in the shitter. Another statistic, another video, another bit of content that we have to talk about here. I said it before. I'll say it again. This philosophy will always be correct whether men can live up to it or not. The truth of this philosophy stands on its own. Hell, if the most recognized man in the world that talks about it falls short tomorrow, it didn't prove the philosophy incorrect. It proved that he was incorrect because he couldn't live up to it. Just like the Bible, just like the Word of God. If a pastor falls short, if a pastor does wrong, did that suddenly prove that the message he was saying was wrong? Does that prove the book is wrong just because he couldn't live up to it? Does MGTOW automatically start being wrong because men everywhere can't keep in their pants? No. 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 We're almost there, gents. Another 15 minutes. We're going to drop. Reverend X never did anything wrong. We ain't heard from the good Reverend in a little bit. What's old Reverend saying?
Direct me up on the path. Shit. Oh, monkey-minded ass men come fucking poop.
I almost puked when Okie sniffed those. Oh, yeah.
Gotta bring home that bacon. A real man makes a woman get back to being a real woman. Like a comment said, guiding her back to being in her feminine is the biggest flex. He's fulfilling his patriarchal role and showing her the right way that she should be. It's been repeated by many other men too, like this guy John.
Out of everything I've done in my life, this might be the thing I'm most proud of. Because it means I'm doing my job.
He takes it as proof that he's doing his job right. This is benevolent sexism. This dude Michael has a really—
No, it's not. No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not. Ma'am, do you honestly think there's some sort of ulterior? See, this is the problem with the way that they think. There's always got to be some sort of a DC or Marvel comic book villain. There's always got to be a villain. Why are you painting this like it's a backstory to a comic book, an arc to a villain? I'm writing comic books right now. Trust me. I'm getting into that. I'm getting into that world, that mind space. Why does it always have to be when a man does these things that there's some sort of hidden ulterior motive with you? Why are you so goddamn paranoid? My villain name is Dr. Penis. Shut up, God. Oh, y'all are crazy. Why does he have to have an ulterior motive just to want a wife and kids? Money says this woman right here is single. She's either single or she's divorced or has kid or kids. She's very bitter and salty because she can't either find the man she wants or the man she wanted impressed her so bad that she's never forgotten it. You're psychologically damaged, ma'am. Oh, baby, just because men want to treat women right, they must have an ulterior villain motive. That's sexism. A man, seriously, let me repeat that back to you so that you hear how stupid and fucking ridiculous this bitch sounds. A man literally wanting to make a woman feel loved and appreciated is blatant sexism to her. Do you wonder why she's single? Does any of you wonder why she's single? And I know what you guys are in there doing. yeah, I'd get Saunders on the job right now. That's what Saunders would tell you. No, you can't have his dick, ma'am.
Really cute montage of their relationship.
Even though he tells you to eat a dick, he's not gonna give you his dick. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Honestly, and how he made her like Pink again, and she changed from when they were friends to when they got married. She became more feminine over time, and he's tagged it as God's plan. There's a funny gender essentialism happening here. By these men performing masculinity, they are making their women perform femininity. They're changing them to be.
Ma'am. They're making their women perform femininity. Are you telling people that men have power over you? Are you telling men everywhere that they have power over these women? But I thought men didn't have power over you. Did you really just say that, ma'am? Did you really just say that? Do I have to pull it out? Let me pull it out. Hold on. Let me find a good one here. Let me see if we can pull this out for you and tell you what's up.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Men do not have power over women who do not give it to them first. Otherwise, it's called rape. Right? Men don't have any power over any woman, but that they don't give up. Notice all the eggplants she has on her cutting board. Well, I know a man that used to sing about this very thing back in the 70s. Mr. Lou Rawls and the great No More Eggs.
Yeah, the lips are missing. You've hit the wall. There's no more kissing. And you're depressed, overstressed. In your bed, you know the rest. No more eggs, no more eggs. Empty egg carton, no more sex. You're all alone on your phone. You can't sleep on your bed.
I like to put that on the old vinyl record there every once in a while and sit back and relax and sip a nice Coke and listen to the classical tunes of one Mr. Lou Rawls, No More Eggs. It's a really great tune. Really great tune. Let's hear some more bullshit.
Be pink. It's all swept up in the soft girl pink pill pipeline. As the trend has gone on, it has developed even further to being like princess treatment. Like, you've probably seen this video from trad wife Courtney Joelle, where she is not allowed to talk to a server at a restaurant.
Husband, lead and be masculine. He made the reservation. He's taking you out. Let him do the logistics.
Yeah. And you know what that does to a woman? That makes her wet when men take initiative. So my question to you, ma'am, as I've heard over an hour and 20 minutes worth of bullshit out of your mouth, your cocksucker. Literally, that's what her mouth is used for, is cocksucker. That's her favorite flavor of dick lollipop, cocksucker. It appears to me that somebody has hurt you. Somebody has impressioned upon you the forbidden dick that you can never have again, the forbidden fruit. Who was it? Who did that? Who, what's his name? How many of them were there? Who did that? Ma'am, who did that? Who did that? I don't know. Funny to me, though, that she's always pissed off when women find somebody that they wanted. And funny enough, I don't see a man in her video. Maybe because she's lonely. Maybe because she did that to herself by design. She's trying to bring everybody down around with her because of her piss poor choices. Me thinks that's what it is. You're upset because men you lost don't want you back. As I scratch my manly, testosterone-fueled beard. Oh, yeah. Good stuff there.
You're just being a princess. It's not because you're being hoity-toity. You're just letting your husband...
And by the way, uh-oh. And by the way, why do you care what other people do? That's their business, is it not? Is that not their business, ma'am? Why do you care what they do with each other? If that woman is happy, I thought that's all that mattered to you. This is how you know, gentlemen, that there's a hidden ulterior motive, a hidden agenda with this feminist nonsense. They're not just talking about wanting to be equal to men. They're not just talking about wanting to do these things. There's an ulterior motive. What have I told you about feminism? All 11 of you still here tonight. What have I told you about feminism? It's political. And what is politics? Something to do with power. That they want power. It's always about power. It's always about control. It's always about finances, resources, power, control. That's what feminism has always been about. Superiority in the name of justice and equality. Well, ma'am, any moron out here can see that the laws have bent over backwards to give you every opportunity men have in the form of owning property, finances, paying taxes, all that good stuff. So my question to you, what's left, Sparky? What are you still pissed off about? Or are you pissed off because you can't get pissed on?
Lead and letting him take care of it.
Even if he is parking and then a server tries to talk to her, she is not going to say something to them unless she absolutely has to. And she just defers to her husband.
Like, you don't need to talk unless you are spoken to. And then if you...
Ma'am, I said, ma'am. What else does she need to say? What? You want her to order for him? You want her to take initiative? Well, you know what? If that's what you want, if you're all for her paying for his meal, I can get behind that. I did China Max my screen. Y'all see that? I did a little old China Maxing. I did a little bit of the old and a little bit of
you are spoken to and they ask you to say, oh, I'm just waiting for my husband, and then he'll be able to give the reservation. Or you can say, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm not sure. My husband will be back, and then you can ask him. You can say it in a very soft and feminine way.
Honey, this isn't princess treatment. This is prisoner treatment. However, this has been...
No. You don't get to dictate that for someone else's life, ma'am. You don't get to make the decision for them if they're imprisoned or entrapped or not. That's what you think the situation is. Hell, that situation may be entirely different for all you know. You don't know. You are literally out here thinking that these women are trapped and they're prisoners to their husbands because you said so, because that's how you feel about the situation. What if these women are the most happiest they've ever been in their lives? I mean, for fuck's sakes, saying that bullshit about the color pink don't come out of nowhere. She is very envious, Arvero. Yes. She's jelly. She's single. To me, she looks single. She looks pretty single. She looks like what's that song? One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. I wish I could play that. I wish to God I could play that. Get this stream taken down in a heartbeat for playing Three Dog Night.
Benevolent sexism. She is in her correct place as a feminine woman whose realm is the home. She's being quiet like she should. She is delicate and feminine. And the way that she talks across her videos, because I've watched a number of them, it is so soft and she barely even moves her mouth very much. It's just very controlled, very placid, very calm.
Ma'am, these aren't puppies at the animal shelter being abused and whipped. These women are conscious beings making choices for their own lives. You need to shut your fucking ass up and go get you a life. You're jealous of what these women have because you want that. And you're too damn proud to admit that you want that. Oh God, if I tell people I really want this, this means I've been lying about everything I've been saying. Oh my God, it suddenly disproves everything I've been talking about. My whole channel's a lie. I've been a lie. Who am I? Because you can't admit to yourself that you want those things and you want to give in to your femininity like sitting in a bath full of hot water at a spa and just let go. I can see right through you. You're past the wall. You're jelly of these women finding these men. So you're pickpocketing, you're picking apart everything about it. You're trying to find anything wrong with it to justify your ill-informed opinion. You're trying to break it apart and make try to convince yourself that it's not the right way, that it's wrong. You know in your heart of hearts those women are happy. Those women have found what they wanted. It's because you haven't found what you want. You haven't found that for yourself, and you are envious. You're jealous. You hate those women. You don't hate them because they're feminine and that they're submissive to their husbands. You hate them because you're not them. You hate those women because you can't be them. You hate those women because you can't have that situation for yourself right now. Even though literally you could go out there tomorrow and find somebody to do just that for you. Those women chose that for a reason. And those women are doing a damn good job if they're putting on airs and pretending to be happy when they're really sad, like you're saying. I think it's sad. I think it's pathetic that women like you still exist in this culture, so butthurt, so angry, so bitchy and bitter about what other people does with their own lives. They're happy. You want to be happy. Everybody in this life wants to be happy. When you see other people happy and you're not, some people's mind trip hammers and think, what that motherfucker get to have that and I can't? It's called envy. It's called jealousy. It's called pride, ego, narcissism, enviness. I want what my neighbor has. I'm covetousness. I want that. I don't have it, and I want that. You're a bitter, post-wall old woman. You can't handle the truth, like Jack Nicholson said. You can't handle that truth.
And it made me think of someone like Ballerina Farm, who's just had her 9th baby. You can see how all of this can easily lead to abuse, right? When the way that you feel safe is by being with a man, and then he makes you into your proper feminine role.
Ma'am. If that woman was so upset and bothered about her lifestyle, she would leave. The laws allow you to do that these days, you know. Walk out and just never come back. And she'd have, according to the law, have every lawful ability to do that. And couldn't say nothing to her about it. If she was so hard up, if she was so depressed and angry about her position, she'd be leaving that. There's a glow, ma'am. There's a fucking glow on her face. Does that sound like imprisonment to you? Do you see prisoners with glows on their faces just loving where they're at? I don't see no prison bars. I don't see no warden. That woman is free to leave that life anytime she wants to and become another statistic making TikTok videos crying on the internet like you are. It's getting pathetic. It's getting disgusting. She's doing exactly what she wants. She's exactly where she wants to be. Look at her face. Yeah, she's really depressed. She's really ready to go kill herself, ain't she? You need to shut your fuck ass up and let these people live their lives. And with that, we're going to get you guys up on panel and you can talk some shit to me. You could tell me how bad of a person I am. You could cuss me out. You can do whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. We're going to play a little bit more of this hogwash, and then we're going to turn it off because I can only take so much of this bullshit a day.
Which means that you then become quieter, smaller, and softer, and meeker, and you're like, he just decides everything. I'm just here for the passenger princess treatment. But it's sold as being in your feminine empowerment. The idea is that being strong,
if for fuck's sakes, how many of you women dream about being done that way anyway? You frame it as if it's something bad. Like all women growing up didn't want that. If a woman could be treated literally like a real princess, which... What woman's going to turn that down, ma'am? Thou dost protesteth too much. And before you good people get on the panel, if anybody does, Chibi ain't said hey in a while. I got to let Chibi say hey. Mr. Zach, how are we, sir?
Pretty good. I'm just out here cutting some shit up.
Hell yeah, man. Good to have you aboard.
I'm clearing all that out.
Oh, shit. Hell
with
yeah,
a machete.
Good to have you aboard, man.
Yeah.
Johnny Midnight. Chibi, chibi, chibi. Oh, man.
Oh.
This whore has a lot to say. What are her credentials to offer such advice? Nothing. She has nothing to offer to the equation. She said earlier in this video she was married, I believe. Starting to doubt that, if I'm being honest. Just saying. Just saying. Hey, don't trim that beard, Brother Zach.
I don't plan on it.
I got one like that too, man. I just never came up.
Hell, I'm going bald, so. That'd be going pretty soon.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll be shaving mine here before long too, so nothing wrong with
I
that.
used to have long hair. I still got some long hair, but hell, it's about fucking gone.
Oh man, hit that link, guys. Come on up here and chew the fat with us for a little bit, man. Respect to the chibi, to the chiba. See what we got here.
And being your feminine role and just serve. And that's not a real love-based relationship.
Ma'am. Who said they changed anything? What if that's what they wanted the entire time? What if that's who they wanted to be the whole time?
Yeah, I say if someone's happy, let them be happy. Don't fucking make them change.
There you go. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, man. Yeah, again, whether you agree with it or not, ma'am, if that person is doing exactly what they want to do, if they've made the conscious choice, if they're a consenting adult that has made the conscious choice to do these things, and again, who are you to tell them they can't do that or try to gaslight them in a different direction? Man, oh man. 79 degrees here, Mr. Arvero.
Y'all are lucky. It's 100 here.
Woo! Looks like
and that's the cool part of the day.
Like we're fixing to get a little bit of some crying clouds.
It'd be nice to get hit with that for about 5 minutes and then it get hot again.
God, I hate that, man. The sun pops out while it's sun showering and everything gets hotter. Ooh,
yeah.
God, I hate that, man.
Talk about you making a sweat turn into a fucking water pool.
Based on who you are as a person. This isn't you feeling safe and accepted, it's putting on a performance. I put this to my patrons and one person's commented, the idea that a man could make me into an ultra feminine girl just by being a man makes me laugh so hard. A man like that would be one that hated my personality and just wanted the body. Nothing against girls like that, I'm just very masculine coded girl. Reducing healing to being...
And again, and I'm going to tell all, and again, I'm going to tell all of you women listening to this, every single one of you women that this accidentally comes across your algorithm, you get pissed off and butthurt. I'm telling you, every single man I've ever talked to, every one of these men here today, 11 of you, one on panel with me, and several more that aren't here right now. Every single man in this culture that I've ever talked to does not want another man in the house. How many times have we said that according to the laws of the jungle, and we are technically considered animals, whether you believe that or not, there cannot be two dominant people in a household. That does not work. You can't have two dominant people. One's got to be dominant, one's got to be submissive. Hell, you see it in the homosexuals. You've got
I can sorry to interrupt you. I was about to say is I can understand that. I mean, hell, I remember when I first got with my old lady, we ended up she was living with her sister, which was her sister was his boyfriend owned a house at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I had to move in with them because of after a fucking car wreck. And then I ended up just staying with them for a while and ended up rubbing a few people the wrong way because of how I was fucking living at the time. But I was a whole lot younger and a whole lot wilder than what I am now, and I didn't have kids. But
yeah.
I agree with you. I'd rather be in a house, just me, the old lady, and the kids and shit. Yeah, it just makes it easier.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, again, look at homosexual couples. You've always got one that presents as dominant, one that presents as submissive. Take a guess what stereotype and character traits goes around femininity and submissiveness.
Exactly.
Yeah. Masculinity is always more manly. Now, again, even in the trans people, you never see any other quote unquote 47 flavors of genders represented in trans people. It's always somebody transitioning to a man or somebody transitioning to a female, which I don't believe they become that, but you know, the law wants to humor them. So you can't escape biology. You can't escape nature. That nature in your body is going to manifest itself one way, shape, form, or another. It always finds a way. There's no such thing as 3,000 genders. So let's wrap this up. Those clouds may be crying, but
Well, Outlaw, whenever somebody tells you that there's about more than two genders, just tell them you identify as a black penguin. That's a lesbian.
Oh shit!
It tends to shut them up.
That's funny. Oh god. Oh man, these people are dumb, man. All right, we got another 15. Go ahead and click that link if you guys want to pop up on here. I'm only going to be going for another 15, and we'll go over to the VC and hang out for the rest of the evening if you want to, Zach.
All right, I'll probably be there for a little bit before I go back to working.
Oh hell yeah, man! Be glad to have you. All right, let's see. We'll get a little bit more of this done, and we'll be out of here.
With a man, and that's how you get healed, is a thing that I actually fell into as well, which is why I saw this and I was like, oh, I see the sneakiness that's happening here. A patron actually shared a really interesting study. Women's experiences of benevolent sexism in intimate relationships with men are associated with costs and benefits of personal relationship well-being, where they evaluated the self-reported well-being of women in heterosexual relationships. Women's experiences of protective paternalism were associated with greater psychological distress, lower relationship satisfaction, and perceiving partners as less reliable and more patronizing and undermining. It appears that the benefits of heterosexual intimacy might be limited to perceptions of partners and the relationship itself, which may be due to women's perceptions that this aspect of benevolent sexism offers them a greater sense of relationship security. There's a certain level of security that comes from performing your role as a woman under patriarchy as you should, being...
There's no such thing as a patriarchy. There's no such thing as a patriarchy, man. You just simply don't like what biology dictated for males and females. That's just all there is to that.
This soft feminine, and that is given to you by benevolent sexism. But why do women love benevolent sexism so much? And it's a lot deeper than you may think. This study showed the biggest determining factor as to whether someone voted for Trump was if they held sexist beliefs.
Here it is. Here it is right here. Here it is. Here's where the political part comes in that I was talking about a while ago. Feminism is a political movement. It's rooted in politics. It's rooted in power. When she starts talking about Trump, you automatically know what side of the coin she's on. I didn't have to tell you, did I, Zach? You automatically knew, didn't you?
Well, hell no. Hell no. I was listening to it and I was like, okay, let's see where it goes. It keeps on going and going. Yeah, it goes there.
Yeah. She's talking about Trump now. Now she finna get on you MAGA Republicans. Y'all voted for
I voted Trump every damn time he was up for election. That's the only person I've ever voted for. I'll admit that. But it was because I agreed with some of the shit he was talking about, not because he was just a guy.
Right. Yeah,
like what most people would say.
Y'all are just automatically wrong if you didn't vote for Kamala Harris, the black women. You just wrong. Just wrong. So if she's talking about Trump, now you automatically know where her mindset's at. So she's a liberal. She's a Democrat. So she's still thinking in two-dimensional politics with this. So she's much easier to pick apart and to, dissect what's going on here.
Yes, including women. White women in particular voted for Trump. He appealed to tradition, to motherhood, and he weaponized the language of abortion in order to be able to appeal to Christian values. And it was very effective, like this study shows. He appealed to benevolent sexism by saying,
I'm also getting your husbands. They want to get back to work, right? They want to get back to work. We're getting your husbands back to work.
I'm going to provide a
thing. Hold on. Because that was a grift on the right, just like they grift the blacks and minorities on the left and women. Again, you have to understand where politics is at with this. It's a grift no matter which party you vote for. They grift an audience that they think are, going to vote for them. And people vote for them. And they get the results that they voted for. Imagine that. The right side is no different. Now, do I agree with more conservative things than I do liberal democratic things? Yeah. Yeah, all day long. I'm according to my political test that I've taken, I'm more center right, even though I'm not political. So, there's really not. She's not too far off with that. However, he was the better choice by far. I'm not voting for a black woman. That's not happening.
Provider to you who will look after you. But this also shows the women who would benefit from it, the wife and the mother. You don't matter if you're single, LGBTQIA+, divorced, widowed, just simply don't want to get married because you're not performing your role as a woman properly. You don't count. And when you believe more and more...
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I'm going to tell you. Now, I know we talk about the queers and the faggots and the gays and the whammons and the blacks here all the time. The Jews. Fuck, we're on JewTube. But you do understand there are black women that don't agree with the narrative of the Democrats. There's black men that don't agree with the narrative of the Democrats. There's women that don't agree with feminism. There's gay people that don't agree with LGBT. Oh, I bet you didn't think about that, did you? There's always people that don't line up with these labels. Go ahead.
Outlaw, don't forget about the people that's like that Paul Lance guy from here a while back I showed you. He's white and he doesn't agree with white people.
There you go. There you go. There's always outliers. There's always people that don't line up with these labels. Because a lot of people realize it's just that. It's labels. It's categories. It's file 13, section filing and all that goofy shit. That's just what it is. I'm a white guy. I don't agree with a lot of the things that our people do either. Shit, I don't. But you know what? Yeah. People would say I'm crazy.
Yeah, I'll admit too. Hell, I got friends that are black. I got friends that are white. Friends that are Asian. I don't see the difference really. It just depends on the fucking personality and how the person is for me to fucking be around them or not and agree with them.
Right.
That's it. Pretty much. It just depends on the person. It's like, say for you, instance, Outlaw. I mean, you see eye to eye with a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to like you and your stuff and appreciate your personality and shit. So I classify it as friendship or whatever kind of relationship you want to call it. Look,
man.
And a lot of people don't get that kind of shit nowadays for some fucking reason. I don't know if it's something that's in the water or if they've been dropped on their heads too many times. But if you don't agree with somebody or agree with their beliefs or what have you, what it's not racist, it's not sexist, it's not all this and that. It's just a fucking disagreement. What the hell is there my and going to other than just, oh, it's all you, all you, all you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the way that people are trained and programmed to think about certain things that they've heard their whole life. No, but Phoenix, look, Kamala Harris was one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever heard talk on a camera. I would not vote for her to be a fucking ice cream truck driver. And everybody here knows how she got to that position. Because she was in certain positions on her back.
Phoenix,
Literally.
I'll vote for her to be a speed bump.
You know, the color of the color of her skin. Oh my God. The color of her skin had nothing to do with it. Had she been a lot more intelligent and articulate, probably still wouldn't have voted for her because she's a woman. In fact, I wouldn't have voted for her because I don't believe women should be in presidency. That's just me. I would like to think she had a little bit more intelligence than just breathing air. Probably not. Who knows? Who knows?
Breathing, I thought that was suction.
Benevolent sexism, you're quite comfortable to just say
one family vote. So my husband and I would vote together. One household, one vote.
my husband has my best interests at heart. And of course, we can't forget about the racism that is baked into the very fabric of the USA. As this
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, there it is. There comes the racisms. Now you got to be racism. Now you got to live in a racist country. All right, brother. I appreciate you coming on out, Mr. Honeycomb. You take it easy, brother. We're about done here ourselves. We're fixing to get on up out of here for the night. So we put Ramadi up here real quick. See if Mr. Ramadi has anything to add to this discussion. Go ahead, brother.
Is this still the same chick
Ramadi?
that was talking at the beginning of the video?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
How'd your visit go today?
What visit?
You said you went to the VA.
Oh yeah, no man, no, it was good. I took care of everything I needed to take care of while I was there. No, it was good.
Oh yeah,
no
man.
issues, no pushback. I didn't have to fucking whack nobody. I didn't have to fucking whack nobody in the head with a steel chair. It was good.
No boots to asses today?
No. Outlaw, who is that? I'm sorry. I can't. Oh, Zach Bowen. Hey, man. What's up, man?
Zach, yeah.
Not much about you, man.
I'm good, man. No, man. Just my eyesight, man. I can see your face, but I can't see the text underneath you. So.
Oh, that's all right.
All right, let's get it. One more bite of this bullshit, and then we're done. We can put our plates in the sink and go home. I'm about done looking at this bitch anyway.
Pew Research data shows when it comes to women voters, white women are most, and each three actually he's been in, it went from 47% in 2016 to 51% in 2024. Black women are consistently voting mostly Democrat to surprise nobody. Meanwhile, for Hispanic women,
whoa. Did you just say to the surprise of nobody?
Wait.
So you admit that they're a monolith voting like crabs in a bucket. Go ahead.
Outlaw, I'm just saying. She sounds to me what I'm hearing is she sounds like Australian. Okay, so she don't even live on our fucking continent, but yet she's going to talk about and lecture us about the problems that are going on in our country.
She sure
with
is.
our women.
Yep. Yes. She just admitted right there that black women vote in a monolithic bloc about 90%. Boy, who couldn't have seen that coming? Oh no. Black women voting a certain way? Yeah. Because they're not, because with all of this thinking for yourself, we wouldn't want black people to think for themselves, right? They've all got to vote a certain way, right?
No. They need never mind. Fuck it. I'm not going to get into it on here.
I know, man.
Time 33%
Yeah.
in 2020, up to 46% in 2024. As discussed in the amazing book Rage Becomes Her by Soraya Chemaly, the researchers specifically concluded that anger around gender and gender roles makes sexism the political force it was in our politics. For women, as with systems justification and just world beliefs, authoritarian belief in tendencies are strengthened by exposure to sexism. A 2012 study of psychological benefits of authoritarian beliefs involving more than 100,000 people globally showed that women's commitment to
God damn, dude. Can she talk any faster to where you can't really understand her? Can she talk any faster? I mean, it's almost like that's by design. She's just fucking rattling off shit as fast as she can, just so you don't, so she can talk over whatever. I mean, like, God. I mean, again, I don't need some fucking chick that lives over in Australia fucking talking to me about shit that's going on in we're separated by an entire fucking ocean. Like, shut the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying.
That sounds like one of them crackers when she talks.
Authoritarian leaders goes up, the wider the gender equality gap in their community. And you also see this reflected in women like Erica Kirk saying stuff like this.
Especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there. Strong men who are convicted, that will be good leaders, good husbands, good fathers like mine.
Well, we'd certainly like some.
Oh no.
Wait. Was she saying that after her husband was assassinated or before?
Who the hell knows?
I think that clip might have been right roughly after. I'm not sure though. I've seen a few of those clips like that.
Right. Again,
but see, here's the thing. We
need good, strong white husbands. But again, she says that after her husband's fucking planted. It's kind of too little, too late. You know what I mean?
I mean, now, yeah, exactly. Now she's fixing to try to go down the road of, now that we got a picture of Trump with Epstein, he's automatically a rapist and a pedophile, and I know exactly where this.
She's Australian. She's Australian, and again, no offense to the Australian brothers in here, but I don't give a fuck what some Australian bitch has to say. Because you know what? I've been to Australia twice, and I fucked Australian women. I don't give a fuck what they have to say.
Wait, she just blamed women's appeal to authority on sexism. She got it all twisted up. The appeal to authority because they feel an innate need to submit to something. Yes. Very good. Very good.
And no, wait. Now that I think about it, because I'm remembering, I also fucked an Australian woman over here in the States when I was stationed in California. So yeah, I don't give a fuck what they have to say or think. I don't. Because you're on a completely different continent from me, separated by an entire goddamn ocean. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck what you think or what you have to say.
Yeah, I don't either. I have no desire to hear any more of that drivel. I know exactly which road she was fixing to go down, and I'm not listening to it. All right, there it is. We are done for this afternoon. We're going to conclude this in the VC tonight.
I mean, Jesus Christ, if I had my way, I'd fucking blast her with a goddamn steel chair shot. I shit you not, outlaw.
And we got Mr. Ramadi here as always. Gentlemen, it's always a pleasure. Any final thoughts?
No, I think I said too much. I'm done.
I'm good.
Sounds good to me. All right. Well, that concludes tonight's stream. We're going to get out of here for the night. Still 9 people watching. Like I said, gents, these people are fucking morons. Common sense, logic, facts, evidence, and wisdom always supersedes these retards. I don't care how many streams you do, how many shorts, how many videos, posts. Common sense will always win out in the end, in my opinion. In my opinion. But you can't ever underestimate how stupid these people are. Lib shit never cared about the Epstein files. They only make it about their agenda and themselves. Yeah. Again, everything you were told about the Epstein files came from those people's mouths. The very people who're supposed to be, investigating themselves. Yeah, because I'm going to take the words of a mafia member incriminating other mafia members. No thanks. No thanks. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think I'll believe a thing you say about it. Right? Like putting a mafia member in charge of Fort Knox.
Yeah, that'd be going back to the 1960s.
You really going to take the words of people who are investigating themselves and investigating all their business partners and all of their bank buddies and all their Jew friends? And then what's never reported is what happens behind closed doors. The deals made, the threats made, the exchange of goods and services, businesses, money, whatever is made to keep quiet about some shit, to remove evidence from that. You're just going to believe everything you were shown about the Epstein files, hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, that's common sense. Anyway, we're going to get out of here for the night. I appreciate everybody coming on out. I don't know if anybody else is going to be streaming tonight. I don't know if Batty Commander will be live. I think he went live last night, so I think that's it for him.
Only one I know would probably be streaming tonight would be that y'all know would be probably Ike because it's Wednesday.
Yeah, doing Jackbox games.
No, the thing with Bob.
The other game stream. Yeah.
Outlaw. It is Wednesday, and the only reason I know that is because I had a VA appointment today. It is Wednesday.
Yeah. So I don't know who else is going to be streaming tonight, if anybody, but I know we're going to go over to the VC and hang out and try to have a good rest of our evening. So with that being said,
I got no problem right now, dude. I'm just like, fuck that fucking Australian fucking twat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't
fuck
blame
you. You don't. You fucking foreign fucking cunt. You don't get to fucking speak for me. I'm telling you straight up, dude. This may not come across well, but I'm gonna say it anyway because we're about to go. We're about to go home. But no, dude. If I had the opportunity to stand in front of that chick, just based off what I've seen and heard, I'd fucking flatten her goddamn head with a steel chair so goddamn quick.
Hey, man.
Just on general principle, to try to knock some sense into her.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you whatsoever. It is what it is, man. All right, you bunch of as Bacon calls us, a bunch of racists. Let's get on out of here for the night. Peace out. God bless. We will be in the VC for anybody that wants to join. Until then, same MGTOW time, same MGTOW channel. Gents, do we want the short outro?
It's up to you.
No, fuck it, dude. Long outro.
We got one long, we got one undecided. Chat, what do you think? That's about a 5-6 minute outro. Just play a short.
Yeah, just do the short one.
All right, we'll do that then. We'll do that then. All right, I'm gonna go make me a PB&J like a good redneck that I am. So y'all be good, be safe. I will catch you all on the flip side. Vention, tell these good men what they've won.
So, I guess that's all. Don't get married.